Hey minions, welcome to Crank It Up. I'm Jim Price.
And I'm Eric.
And we're not playing this game, but instead, we get to watch the semifinal match between Turing Jedi playing the Vigilante Orcs, the number 31 seed, versus J-Crew playing Alien Grannies, the number 3 seed. This is going to be an intense match. It could be anyone's game. We're really excited to see what happens. Thanks for joining us today.
All right, so starting off, who won the coin toss?
J-Crew did.
J-Crew did. Believe it or not, they're actually mic'd up, but they're just using hand signals because they're a little shy.
I didn't know we were allowed to answer.
Yep, you're allowed to answer. All right, we got Cave of Shinies out, City of Gold, and Bastion. And Bastion has the Hippogriff, Poltergeist, and the Ghoul out, increasing its power. So J-Crew is beginning.
Yes, you'll be able to follow the game along. J-Crew will be playing in the yellow, so you get to see his cards, and Turing Jedi will be playing in the green, and you'll get to see his cards. Let's begin.
We are going to face all cards in one direction. I know that is to your disadvantage there, J-Crew, but being the higher seed, you can get over it.
That's fine. So I'll reveal in action.
Okay, so he said, don't mess with my babies. Play on a base. Ongoing, your minions here cannot be affected by other players' cards.
I will go ahead and play that as an extra action. Here.
Excellent.
And that's on City of Gold. At the start of your turn, if you have a minion there, gain 1 VP.
I will draw 2.
All right, I think you still had an action, right?
Yes, he does.
Okay. You just choose not to use it.
I will start with playing Stoneford. Search your deck for an action and place it into your hand.
Oh, that is quite a powerful card early on.
Base is currently at 7 power. Stoneford's a great card to start with because you can literally get whatever you want.
Right, it's a very lucky first hand draw.
You will have to reveal what it is, but still, the ability to start off with exactly that and drive your strategy is great to have.
I feel like this game's going to have a lot of time lapses.
Well, there's a lot that each has to consider about the other.
Absolutely. A lot of deck manipulation. I feel like we could do interviews with the players in the meantime. But then again, I want to strike.
Stalling, and I'm playing on the base.
Play on a base. Ongoing. Each time another player plays a card, you may choose for your minion here not to be affected by it. And so he shuffled.
And I'm drawing a 2 for turn.
So at the start of your turn, J-Crew will get a VP. The base is at 7 of 16.
I'll go ahead and play Jam Signal here.
Excellent. So he played Jam Signal. Play on a base. Ongoing. All players ignore this base's ability. It's excellent.
I'll go ahead and play a Matriarch as well. The Bastion. Draw 2.
I will play Dusty Henry on the Bastion, shuffling the Matriarch into his deck.
Oh, that's unfortunate. You hate to see that happen.
I'll end my turn and draw 2.
So the Bastion currently has 4 power out of 20. City of Gold has been jammed, so no one gains any further VP.
Are you done, Daniel?
I did. I drew my 2.
Jake, it's your turn.
I'm going to play a Granny on the Bastion. Go ahead and use the talent. You want me to show this to the camera too?
Just reveal it like right here.
It's not revealed.
It's a look.
Oh, it's a look.
I'll show it to the camera.
Okay, gotcha. Yep.
And I will put it on the bottom. And I'll play Hush My Stories Around, reveal the bottom card. And if it's a minion, play it as an extra minion. It's a minion.
Need to be revealed in the black area. There you go. It was Nana.
I'll play Nana here. Is that okay?
Yep.
So reveal the top card of
Reveal
your
the
deck.
top card. It's another Nana. It is not an action. I will draw it.
Just gonna move these slightly to the right.
No, it goes on the bottom of your deck.
Oh.
Because it's not an action.
Thanks.
It's Nana who's doing it.
Sorry, reading upside down.
That base currently has 11 power. J. Crew has 7, and Turing Jedi has 4.
And it needs another 8 to break.
9
Did
actually.
you draw your 2 for turn?
It
Or?
needs 9.
I still have my action, I believe, right? Nope, I
Yeah.
used my action.
So,
So I'm done.
make sure you were done before we went on.
We will shuffle Granny into the bottom. We'll place Granny on the bottom of your deck.
Okay.
And then I'll play Dork Orc on Bastion.
Work is ongoing. This means it's not affected by other players' actions.
I'll draw my 2.
The base currently has 9 of 20.
Play an Invader. Upside down.
Well, you get victory point upside down then.
And I'll draw 2.
All right, so VP, we have J. Crew at 2 and Jedi at 0, and 0 bases have been broken. Typical alien game.
Dork Orcs on Bastion. And draw my 2.
Turing Jedi has 8, and J. Crew has 3. There's 11 power on Bastion.
11 of 19.
20.
20?
Poltergeist is a 3.
Poltergeist is a 3. It is a 3. I missed that earlier.
It's a tough choice. Sorry.
Sorry, I feel like I should be commentating. Like J. Crew is thinking thoughtfully and intently at what plays is he going to make.
Breakpoint of that base is 19?
20.
20? Go ahead and play a collector here and beam up a Dork Orc. And I will play a beam up on an invader. Draw 2.
Okay, looks like we're still at 11 power on that base.
John 2.
Go ahead and abduct the invader and replay the invader. So I'll return him to my hand. And I can play him again as an extra minion, right?
Yes.
Wow. 6 victory points for J.
Four.
Cruz.
Four.
Four points. Sorry, I don't know what I'm thinking. And you do 2 for turn?
Yep.
I will play Brojax. And roll 2.
You will need to discard one.
I know.
So right now, Cave of Shinies has 9, with J-Crew at 3, and Turing Jedi at 6. I've got now 7 power on City of Gold, and still at 11 power on Bastion. Turing Jedi discarded Who Loves You Baby, one of the double features to draw a card for each minion of power 4.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like drawing is his problem at the moment.
Yeah, that's what I've done in this similar situation.
I find it interesting that nobody has utilized Cave of Shinies yet, but how much destruction do these bases really have, Jim? I mean,
I
not
don't want-
bases, factions.
I don't know that I want to say.
Gotcha. Well, you're a great commentator.
Don't want to spoil the fun. For me, I'm worried about what happens when treasures start getting into the game, because that will give each faction special powers that they didn't have and people don't know what they have. Some of which is destruction
Yeah.
for things like Hero Shinies.
I'm going to start with Attic Treasures. 3 cards from my hand to the bottom of my deck in any order. Draw 3 cards. Do I need to show the cards I'm putting on the bottom?
No.
No, I've already seen those cards
Okay.
for a while sitting there.
And I'll play a Collector here and bounce the Dork Orc. Draw 2.
So Jedi has just held on to the Dork Orc, in case y'all are wondering why it didn't go back in the card display. He just held on to it. He's allowed to have excess cards of 10 until the end of his turn, so he is contemplating what he is going to do. Collector's at the basin, right? J. Crew?
What's that?
Collector's at the basin, right? Because it had to be
Bastion,
in
yeah.
there. Bastion, sorry. I'm going to move these over so we have more space. Since we're actually
Still at 11.
pretty diversified over here on all the bases.
I'll put no. I will play Dork Orc on Bastion. That puts us at 5, 7,
Should be at 13.
13.
You have 6 and he has 7.
And then I will use Dogpile to move Dork Orc and Bojax over to Dork Orc. Bojax follows to Bastion.
And Brojack becomes a 6, 1 for Dork Orc moving and 1 for Brojack himself moving. So the base just went up by a total of 8. So that gives you 14 and it gives J. Crew 7. You are out of plays.
And that's 21 out of 20
Yes.
needed to break the base.
So the base is about to score. In-play specials will happen first. The only one I see is Hippogriff, which is destroy a random non-monster here of power 3 or less. So we've got Collector, Collector, Nana, Dork Orc, and Dork Orc. I have an 8-sided die here. What I'm going to do is 1, 2, and 3 will be the minions on J. Crew's side, Collector, Collector, and Nana. And if it's a 4 or a 5, it will be the Dork Orc. And if it's a 6, 7, or 8, we will roll again.
It
It's
is
a
a
4.
4. So 1, 2, 3,
It is a Dork Orc.
4.
That may not matter though, because you still have 6 plus 4 for a total of 12. We will play another special.
I'll play a special of Angry Pillagers. Gain 1 VP.
Not yet.
Nope.
Not yet.
That's after base special.
Before base scores.
Oh.
That's a when score special.
Yeah.
I will not play a special at this time.
None for me.
Okay, so now we're going to start by dispensing VPs. So the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to give out the VPs, and then we're going to do monsters.
Okay.
Any when the base scoring specials.
When the base scores, I will do my Angry Pillagers and gain another VP.
You are up by at least 3, so you will get a total of 4 VP. J. Crew, you'll get 2 VP.
So let's make some change.
Now, how many total treasures do we need?
We need 3 treasures.
So, Turing Jedi is going to get first dibs. So Turing Jedi selected his first treasure, passing to J. Crew. He'll select one, and Turing Jedi will get the other. Turing Jedi played one of 2 angry pillagers. If you thought the aliens were the only ones who had VP farming, think again. Now we'll clear everything off.
Okay. Ghoul was not destroyed, so he is just simply.
And tar pits will come out.
And you want to take that one? Tar pit comes out. And then Turing Jedi just drew 2 for turn. It looks like he's having to discard.
So tar pits is an interesting base. It's got a very low breakpoint at 16, but gives out 4 points for the winner, 3 points for the runner-up. So Potion of Redundancy Potion has been discarded. The score is currently 6-4.
Play a Granny on Cave of Shinies. I'll use her talent. There's the top card.
And he's leaving it on top.
And I'll draw 2.
And you'll be at your max of 10.
I will make my day stirring the invader.
J. Crew will get a VP.
No.
What do you
Jedi.
mean? Why
The
would
owner.
Jedi? The owner.
Oh, the
gets-
owner gets it upside down. I'm not going to do that.
You can undo it. It's on me. That's why I put him there.
Right. The owner gets it. I was thinking, I confused it with the.
The bear base.
Yes. Happening. We're at 7, right?
7, 8, 9 with the halflings.
Actually, I'm gonna go halfling. Sword Lord.
Nice.
So the halfling is a 3, and Stoneford is a 5. That's a total of 8, plus 5 for 13, 16. That is 16, and the base is about to score. But you still have an action to play.
I will not play an action at this time.
So, before the base scores...
Actually, no, I will play the action. I will play Shuffle Granny. How many cards are left in your deck?
How many cards are left in my deck? Over half.
Let's give him the Invader.
You shuffling that into his deck?
Yes.
All right.
So, the base is about to score. I see no before the base score specials in play. Turing Jedi, will you play a special before the base
I will not
scores?
play a special with the base scores.
I got nothing.
Alright, so we're now going to score the base. So, Turing Jedi will get 3. Will you play any when scoring specials?
I will not at this time.
I don't have any.
Okay. Any after the base specials?
I do.
Both players should have 7 VP right now.
That is indeed correct.
Any after the base specials?
I would not put any after base specials at this time.
J. Crew?
Nope.
All right. New base will come out. And it is Evans City Cemetery.
These go back to yours, right? That was on this base.
Those were, yep.
So city goes away. Replaced by Evans City Cemetery, and Stallings is yours, right, Touring Jedi?
That is correct.
J. Crew, it is your turn.
Did you draw 2 for turn, Jedi?
I have.
Okay.
All right. I will start with a talent from Granny. I can put it on the bottom of
Yeah.
the deck, right? Yeah, put it on the bottom. And I'll play a scout here. And that's turn.
You will need to discard a card after you draw 2.
He's reconsidering if he wants to play an action.
That's fine. I'll just draw 2, then discard. So I drew
Wait
2.
for him to discard
and
first.
discard. Grandma. Go ahead.
One of these cards should go back to the treasure discard pile.
I'll play Shift, placing 2 minions from my discard pile on top of my deck. I would be Sword Lord and Stoneford. And I'll play Shrug It Off on Evans City Cemetery.
So play on a base. Talent. Cancel the abilities of this base until the start of your turn.
Are you canceling the base?
I have.
Well, you have to do it every turn.
Sorry, I will do that.
Okay. I wonder what turn Jedi drew last turn.
I'll play Grandma in the cemetery. We'll actually leave it on top. Actually, let me decide. Can I see your discard real quick? There you go. I'm actually going to put it on the bottom. And just on with the discard, I'm going to go and play Boots Are Running Really Fast on your dude.
So you still control the talent,
Yes.
Yep.
right, J. Crew?
I'm not using it. I'm just didn't want to discard.
Did you draw your 2 for turn?
Nope.
So draw 2.
Give me a second.
He still is still thinking. I'm thinking.
Okay, I'm done.
All right, he's drawing his 2 for turn.
We've now seen the 3 treasures that were revealed to all players. So treasures are momentarily out of the game.
Well, they're still in play, but everybody's fully knowledgeable.
Stoneford.
Breakpoint is currently at 10.
I will get scared straight.
Let's move another player's minion at a base where you have a minion. And you get to play an extra action, I believe.
That is correct.
But that goes to his hand, right? He
Yes.
doesn't have to play it.
I'm not playing it this time. I will play Let's Finish This. That's on my turn. If I have a minion here, the base breakpoint is reduced to 0.
We both have to have a minion there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I will draw 2 for turn.
Are you canceling the base's ability?
I am canceling base ability this time.
Okay.
There's currently 10 power on there.
I'll start with the Granny's talent.
You want to show the camera over there?
And put it on the bottom. Alright, I will use this talent to move this minion here. Actually, I will go here. It's fine. And I'll go ahead and play Knitting Circles. I'm going to destroy both of those actions.
Playing knitting circle?
Sorry.
Let's put it over here so people can see.
And then we'll draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
You still have your minion
Draw
play.
these. So there's, what is this, just a 4?
Yeah.
8, 9, 10, 11. play an invader here as well.
Score is now 8-7. And you are out of place.
I will draw 2 and discard.
Wait for him to discard.
I'll discard Granny's Purse and Granny's Purse. Go ahead.
Cave of Shinies currently has 14. Jakku has 10. Turning Jedi has 4.
Dork Orc. Scare straight, moving the scout over the tar pits.
You can play an extra action.
I will not play an extra action at this time, and I'll draw my 2.
Cave of Shinies goes down to 13.
How many cards do you have, Daniel?
He has exactly 10.
Can I see your discard again? There you go. Play an invader.
And aliens are doing their thing.
And I'll crop circles here. So Dorkwork can stay if he wants.
He has to stay.
Oh, okay.
The treasure will go to the discard pile.
And I'll have to discard
After you draw.
3 cards after I draw here.
I know 2 cards you're not discarding.
Draw 2.
So he discarded an Attic Treasures, a Collector, and a Disintegrator. Disintegrator? There we go.
That's a good card to target because there's not a lot he could actually use it on.
It's now my turn.
Correct.
For it.
I'll do Hammer Slammer on Dork Orc,
You get a VP.
Ooh, very nice.
and I'll make my day and destroy Hammer Slammer. To draw a card.
Get another VP.
Very
And
nice.
he brings it back up. Tied 9-9.
Now we'll draw 2 per turn.
Hold on.
You'll need to
Baker,
discard.
He needs to discard. Looks like 2 cards. How is he discarding 2 cards?
Because he drew a he crop circles 1 to go to 11, and then he drew a card with Make My Day.
Right. Okay. Just making sure we weren't. Thought I was losing my mind over here. Not that I haven't, but That's a completely separate incident.
He discards the Revenge and Stay Down.
All right, J. Crew. He's ready to go.
Right now, Evans City Cemetery has a total of 6 power, and Tar Pits has 3. Turing Jedi discarded 2 of his specials, the Revenge and Stay Down.
What does and Stay Down do?
Prevents the playing or using of specials.
Ah. Not something you really have to worry too much.
This base list doesn't have the alien bases on it.
It's the top one. There's no header on it. It's the homeworld.
Ah, I see it. Okay.
So J. Crew, like myself, apparently doesn't have Smash Up memorized.
I do not.
Unlike both the Bandit and Jedi, who apparently have every card memorized.
Why not? It gives us an advantage.
Unnecessary memorization. You can literally only play the cards in your hand.
All right, I'll play a family reunion here, and I'll play an invader.
That's 10.
Just to make sure, so since I played invader, I can look or reveal the bottom card of my
Yep.
deck.
Alright, so he's up to 10.
It is a minion, so it goes to my hand. Right?
Yep.
And if it's not a minion, what happens?
It would go on top of your deck.
On top of my deck?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm done. I'll draw 2. That's a discard one. I'll actually discard that.
Discarding a scout.
Score is currently 10-9. Anyone's game right now.
Alright, so he's playing Shift. He's placing up to 2 minions from his discard pile on top of his deck. Which 2 are you placing?
He took a Dork Orc.
Just a Dork Orc.
You drawing 2 for turn?
Which 2 minions did you put on top of your deck?
He only put the Dork Orc. He says up to 2 minions. So he doesn't have to use both, correct?
Correct.
And the Dork Orc is the one that can't be...
Affected by other players' actions.
And he's at 11 cards, so he's discarding 1.
We've got 7 power on Cave of Shinies. We've got 6 power on Evans City Cemetery. And 3 power on Tar Pits.
We had the Bandit and Jedi step away for a quick rules clarification. Let's see what plays out.
Score is 10-9.
It's my turn, right?
Yeah. J-Crew has very few cards in his deck. Turing Jedi has a little bit more, but also very few cards in this deck. These are not 2 teams that you want to get into a race into.
going to go ahead and play a Granny. I'll use her talent. That's the top card.
I'm just gonna push that to the side.
Currently 11.
And actually, I forgot about that ability, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go ahead and terraform the base.
Into what? Jakku has his choice of base here.
Ooh. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
That is precisely what I thought was going to happen.
I'll let you shuffle that gem.
And you get to play an extra minion.
That's how he's gonna.
Play an invader.
That is more than enough to break the base. Do you want to do family reunion?
I do.
It's actually automatic.
Okay, so I'm going to reveal.
So that gets moved to top.
Okay.
That was a beam up.
Yep.
The base is about to score. You have no before the base score specials. I see no in-play specials. Turning Jedi, will you play a special?
I will not play special this time.
Okay, we'll now move to scoring. Jakku, you will get 2 VP and go to 13. Will anyone play an after the base special?
Yep. I'm going to play Always Room at Granny's. So I'll take the invaders and place them on top.
That creates a countdown.
It does.
Good.
So this will get cleaned up. Truck stop. At the start of your turn, you may transfer an action to here or from here to another base. Did you draw 2 to end your turn?
Draw two.
He definitely wants those two.
Yeah, I would like those back.
Tough it out.
Alright. Stonefield has a +2 and cannot be destroyed.
Hammer Slammer on Grandma.
Okay.
The base currently has 9.
He drew his 2 for turn.
I'll play an invader over here.
You get another
That is 14.
victory point.
I'll disintegrate Hammer Slammer on the bottom of your deck. Draw 2.
This point is 14 to 9. Can Turing Jedi do anything to survive?
Nope. Turn my minion was the only thing you did to prevent me from winning.
Ongoing. After each, another player plays a card or uses a talent that directly affects one or more of your minions here, plays a +1 power counter on this minion.
I win my turn.
Okay, I'll play an invader.
And that's the game.
That's game.
All right, 15 to 9. J. Crew with Grandma Aliens for the win.
Good game.
Yep. That was a very interesting game. Very. How many bases actually broke there, Jim?
Not many.
Actually,
Just
4.
Oh,
That's
4.
actually
Okay.
not half
That's more,
bad.
that's more than I
but-
was expecting.
Yeah.
I was concerned that J. Crew was going to play the Invader on Evan City Cemetery,
Mm-hmm.
which could have meant that Turing Jedi could break Evan City Cemetery and then do Angry Pillagers.
If J. Crew did not return my minion, I would have broken that base during
By
my very
himself.
next turn by myself.
And he would have gotten 6 points, correct?
No.
That was correct.
He would have gotten 6 points because he was going to use his special.
No, because before
I have to be there
Right.
too, though.
He has to be I have
For the
to-
6 point. For
Yes.
Angry Pillagers to work.
Right, so it wouldn't actually work, but he would at least be closer.
Right.
But then
Right.
you're on countdown anyway with the Invader. So
the point is that the game is a lot closer than it appears to, and that's the power of Vigilante Orcs.
yeah.
This was a very tough matchup where my actions were easily targeted by J. Crew that could have broken the base by itself.
But what's interesting is that it didn't come to pass, but the Vigilante Orcs have one of the few anti-terraforming plays in the game. And I know you know what it is, but for people who are following along, it's very common to terraform into a ninja base. Well, what the Vigilante Orcs want to do is they want to split up their minions, and then they can dogpile off of the ninja
the
base
base, yep.
at the last second. But I was wondering, inside, I'm like, he's going to terraform into Jungle Oasis, and he's going to play an Invader, and he's going to play Always Room at Granny's, and he's going to get those 2 Invaders back, and then it's going to be a race. Whether or not he knows to do that.
yeah. I don't know. Dicker uses aliens. Is this the first time you're using aliens? Like this?
No,
This tournament is the first time I've used them.
Yeah, this tournament is the first time he used aliens.
Yeah.
We normally don't play with them because
They're
it's
ridiculously
kind of
overpowered.
ridiculous.
I've only ever played against them like twice, so
Yeah.
I barely even understood what they did before that. So
Gotcha.
But
Man.
terraforming is
The most
powerful card in the game.
Yeah.
And again, Dogpile could have actually with one more minion, Dogpile on Stoneford would have stolen Jungle Oasis. So it does have its counters, but
because
again,
he only had 1 minion at that point on the
Right.
base, which is what I was making sure of. So
yeah.
All right. Well, excellent. I hope y'all enjoyed that game. I hope you look forward to tomorrow's game between the Bandit and Simon Stern
Yes.
as they play Kaiju Innsmouth and
Kung Fu Fighting
Dinosaurs. Yep.
And then the winner of that game will face Alien Grannies in the final to win it all.
All right. Excellent.